Hey guys, Fabiano Caruana, number 2 chess player in the world, has recently come up with a shocking statement that largely went unnoticed in the chess world, but I think that it is very much worth discussing. He said that 11 out of 100 top players, at least 11, have been banned by online platforms for cheating, and that this information he knows 100% for sure. Well, some might say it's not too many, it's like around 10%. Others would say that it is too many. So what does this mean? First of all, probably this is about chess.com's bans, because Fabi has been working with chess.com for a while and he probably has some insider information on this. I'm not sure about Lichess, and not many top players play on Lichess these days. So probably it's about chess.com, and chess.com, I've had a podcast interview with their CEO, Eric Collabs. By the way, there is another episode with Daniel Rensch, Chief Chess Officer of chess.com. I will speak about this with him as well. I really believe that they are doing their best, or trying to do their best, to fight cheating. They have a big team working on this, but I think that even they will not argue with the fact that it's hardly likely that they can catch all cheaters. They catch only those cheaters that are careless and get caught. And there are probably some smart cheaters who maybe cheat once per like 5 games and just look at the engine a couple of moves. And this is practically impossible to notice unless you have a proctor in the same room watching the games, the player. So remotely, it's highly unlikely to notice this, even though they have some new improvements currently that they make some players install some software on their computers to monitor which windows they open and close. Still, this can be circumvented very easily. You can have a second screen, second computer, whatever. So probably if you're a smart cheater, it's possible that you will not get caught, or at least that you will not immediately get caught. So this number, 11 out of 100, is probably not the actual number of cheaters among the world 100, top 100 players. So probably it's at least twice as big. I think it's a realistic assumption. This doesn't mean that these guys cheat every game. If they do that, they will definitely get caught. But if they cheat occasionally from time to time and they raise their real strength, for example, is 2700, but they cheat occasionally from time to time and their results are indicative more of like a 2730, 2750 strength. I'm talking about OTB, of the board FIDE classical ratings. So this is a big gain, but still not as noticeable so as to draw huge attention. And most likely there are such cheaters among even the strongest grandmasters in the world, because as Fabi has rightfully said in the C-Squared podcast episode that I'm referring to, he said that chess players are just like other people. They also, some of them are ethical, others are not. And there is no reason to believe that top players are more ethical, that they are very like principled, that they are real gentlemen or gentlewomen. So no, probably there are good guys and bad guys in the top chess world. I'm happy to have met personally many of the top chess players, and most of them are very nice people, but also appearances tend to be deceitful, so some of them might be cheating. I have no freaking idea, but it is possible. So if Fabi's information is 100% correct, and he's a very balanced person, he does not easily like throw around some statements. He is very measured in what he's saying, so I believe that he is 100% certain. He has some inside info. 11 out of 100 caught cheaters, banned cheaters, and supposedly like at least twice as many people who have cheated, and not all of them being caught, means that this is like even a bigger problem than I thought previously, because a fifth of the world elite being compromised in such a way. This is crazy, and this goes beyond just the fact that okay, a fifth of these players might have cheated and have won undeservedly some games and some rating points and some prizes online. This raises some other questions. What about the prisoner's dilemma? You probably have heard about it. So the same goes with online cheating, surprisingly, because in private conversations with some of the strongest GMs in the world, I've heard them say that they've encountered among their circle some statements similar to, if I know that this guy is cheating, I might also from time to time, like out of desperation, switch on the engine against them because he's constantly beating me. I know that he's not as strong. He should probably be banned, but he's doing it in a smart way. So I might also turn on the engine against this particular guy. I'm not a bad guy, but it's not like okay to just be humiliated by these crooks. This is what some people, some GMs say. And I don't approve of this. Actually, I think that this is a very faulty line of reasoning because very often people tend to be suspicious when they shouldn't be. Take Kramnik, for example. Whenever he loses to a young prodigy, he throws around accusations or allegations or whatever he calls them, while very often I think they are baseless. Maybe in some cases he might be right, like with Kirill Shevchenko, he might be right because this guy was caught over the board cheating. I don't know about online cheating, whether he was not cheating online, but I think that if your ethics enables you to cheat offline, probably it might be the case that you are also not 100% honest online, but this is not an accusation for legal reasons, but it's possible, of course. But in most cases, I think Kramnik is wrong. And this is the problem. People suspect other people of being cheaters, while maybe these people just have a style that's suitable for playing against this person who is very suspecting of everyone. So these people become cheaters because of this, at least playing against people whom they believe to be cheaters. And this is like a vicious circle. So this can multiply, the domino effect will be enforced and so on and so forth. So this is a huge problem, I believe. And another problem in connection with that is the fact that we know nothing about over-the-board cheating. Obviously, it's much harder to cheat over the board, but if there are like 11 or maybe even 20 people in the world elite whose character enables them, whose ethics enables them to cheat online, why do we believe that they would not go to the same length to cheat offline, because it gives even more rewards? Yes, risks are higher, it's easier to get caught, and Kirill Shevchenko's case is such one of those such cases, but he got caught for very careless behavior. If he did something smarter, maybe he could have evaded persecution. Probably because of the fact that it's so much easier to cheat online. Online cheating should be more widespread than offline cheating, but I don't think that it's like just one person among the top 100 who has cheated. Like Kirill Shevchenko is just one of those cases of alleged cheating, and it's the only case that's publicly discussed, at least among top 100. If at least 11 have been banned for online cheating, probably some of them could have used some advanced technological means to cheat offline, which brings into question the integrity of offline over-the-board chess as well. So lots of questions. I think what Fabi said should be discussed more, should be brought into the spotlight, and we should think more about the problem of cheating. Unfortunately, I think due to some misguided efforts, due to some unwise PR stunts including those by Kramnik, the topic of online cheating and cheating in general is a little bit ridiculed currently in the online community, and very often they will call you like a crazy guy if you say anything about this, but it does exist. And if Fabi is 100% certain about the number that he said, well, this is big news. And what about lower rated players? So if more than 10%, maybe even 20%, maybe even a bigger amount of top 100 players have cheated online, what about like top 500 players? They do have incentives to cheat as well. Maybe they are more bitter because they have not achieved the top echelon of chess, and maybe they are ambitious, they strive to do more, and maybe they have some even additional motivation to do this. And if they do, then this is very, very, very bad for chess. What do you think? Looking forward to your opinion in the comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.